Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading. So, Scorpio, I've been waiting all week for this one. I've been waiting, since I started doing the hot and spicy week, I could not stop thinking about, I don't think Scorpio would disappoint with this one. But you know, I don't want to put so much pressure on it. I don't want to put, like, there have been a few readings that have come through that have been sort of, you know, well, you need to fix this part of your relationship before you get to hot and spicy. So that has come through. So let's see, Scorpio. You guys know what I'm talking about, Scorpio. You know what I'm talking about. I've never dated a Scorpio, but I have female friends who are Scorpio. They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool, and yeah. So let's see what your hot and spicy is, Scorpio. What do we have here? Gosh. Oh yeah, okay, let's see where this goes. Let's see where this goes. Oh, you didn't disappoint me. The bottom is the Ace of Wands. This is like the most, one of the most phallic cards in this deck. Yeah, there's like little sperms swimming around this thing. This is hilarious. Okay, this is good. This is good. Let's see. Let's see, Scorpio. That's the underline here. Got 4 cards that came out. There's a little bit of, well, yeah, there's some pretty good stuck energy. That seems to be the theme for so many people right now. Although, you know, by the time this comes out, gosh, I don't know what's going on. I know, like, a lot of the US states have opened up. I'm filming this as a Saturday. I get ahead of myself. So what I do is I film way ahead of myself. So the first few weeks, the first days of the week, I have time to devote more time for my son, like doing the homeschooling. So I'm able to get ahead of myself. So yeah, when these come out, I've already filmed them a while ago. But right now, like, so a lot of the states are opening up, and I understand that things are really hard there economically, but opening up too soon is going to make it even worse. And I'm really afraid, like, by the time this comes out, because I'm thinking, well, people are going out and seeing each other again, but there might be more time of having to pull back. And I know what everyone is looking at Sweden and Norway, and yeah, you know what? They don't have the population that the US does. That's a great theory when you're not working with like hundreds of millions of people. That's the difference. So I'm trying to bring that in on your hot and spicy. I just like, I was watching it and they were showing all these people at a beach, was it? All these people were at the beach, and they already said there's already 2,000 more cases today than there was like a week ago. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just I can't figure out the world anymore. I'm gonna give you your reading because I just can't figure it out anymore. I'm gonna let the cards talk about your hot and spicy so we can just forget about what's going on for a little bit. Ooh. Yeah, you want a party. I do see that. You do want to have a party here. But gosh, you want to have a party, but you're held back. You're really held back. And then you have the Page of Wands. So this card is sitting as your underlining with this Ace of Wands, like a message. This is a message to ignite, to get the spark going. This is a strong, like, you have a lot of passion sitting underneath the surface right now. I'm getting that, Scorpio, a lot. And boy, you want to have fun with it though. I'm really seeing that. So let me show you the cards. You have the 2 of Wands with the 10 of Wands. The 2 of Wands with the 10 of Wands is the first card that has come out. I'm going to talk about stuff in a second. Let me show you everything. And then you have the Prince of Pentacles with the 3 of Cups. Prince of Pentacles with the 3 of Cups. Then you have the 3 of Cups with the 5 of Cups. How freaking disappointing is that? Like, you want to have fun here. And then the 8 of Swords with the 4 of Swords. Yeah, your hot and spicy is just between you and yourself right now. I think, like, It's hard. Okay, so 2 of Wands with the 10 of Wands. You, I feel like you see clearly. You see clearly what it is that you really want. Maybe if like you don't have a person in mind, you at least kind of know like what you want to do. If you connect with someone, yeah, I really want to have a good time. I want to, you know, I'm getting the word experiment is coming into my head. Maybe that has something to do with the physical aspect of the hot and spicy, but I think it has a little more to do with just experiment and like, let's go to different restaurants. I've always wanted to try this food, or I've always wanted to do this. Like just experiment in life, different things to do, and kind of like being up there, but you can't reach it. And you still have to make a choice. This 10 of Wands is sitting underneath it. I feel like you know that to move forward in your choice, you have to release something here that's not serving you anymore from the past. It's burning. Like, you know, this is an interesting depiction of the 10 of Wands. She's wearing, to me, I would say that's a wedding dress. She's wearing a wedding dress. And, you know, at one point it seemed like a good choice to put it on. At one point, it was a good choice to put on. It was a good decision to make. It was, you know, she's wearing a wedding dress, so walking down the aisle. But it's on fire now. So that's not good. The longer that you hang on to that energy, the more likely you are to physically get burnt and scarred and hurt from this. So then it's that point of recognizing that this needs to come off. I need to shed what was a good choice at one point in my life because now it's not. That cycle has changed. And moving forward has been very slow indeed. With this Knight of Pentacles, horribly slow. It's the slowest knight in the deck, but the 3 of Cups is sitting underneath it. Like, you just want to have fun. That's what I'm getting. You really just want to have fun. And it's slow. Well, as an Aries who also has Mars ruling her, as you do Scorpio, I understand. You know, I do understand. I've been working out a little bit more lately and exhausting myself. I need naps now in the afternoon. I'm so tired from that workout. But yeah, you want to have fun. So you do have that energy. And I get that from Scorpio. I've always thought that as an Aries, I thought, God, I have a lot of energy. And I've always noted that about myself because other friends, they couldn't like keep up with me gardening and swimming and snorkeling and snowshoeing and, you know, all this stuff until I had Scorpio friends. And then I thought, I don't have that kind of energy. Like, where do they get it? Where do you get your energy, Scorpio? It's phenomenal. It really is. I haven't met a Scorpio that I can't keep up with any of my Scorpio friends. I'm really impressed with the amount of energy you guys have. So I do want to say, like, and part of why I was talking about what I was when I started with, you know, the lockdowns and releasing, there is like, it's a real issue about having energy. And this is probably easier for, let's say, like maybe some of our Taurus friends, Virgos, even Cancer, because Cancer can be very like, you know, self-nurturing. Like, I feel like signs like Scorpio too, and some of the fire signs, like life is really all about experiencing things and finding new challenges for yourself. I feel like your hot and spicy is not so much like a sexual hot and spicy. It's a hot and spicy in just life in general. Life in general, you want this fun and you keep getting shut down. Because now I got the 3 of Cups with this 5 of Cups. Oh my gosh. Look at this 3 of Cups. This is fun. And this is open and honest. And I say that because, yes, these women, they're completely naked in this card. So there's nothing to hide. And they're just enjoying, each other's company because they're completely open and honest with each other, being naked. And these cups that are pouring down on them, they're golden cups. Let's just leave it at that. I shouldn't have picked this topic this week because this is not where I wanted it to go. It's just like, it's precious. It's happiness. It's fun. Is what is this? And they're sitting like the ground below them is glowing. This is just really, even it's just being out with people that you are completely open and honest with, like that you can share any part of yourself with, like really comfortable, happy energy. And you know, 3 is fun. Like, I think about that, like friendship. Scorpio. 3 is fun. Like when I go out, I have 2 girlfriends and I used to like once a month we would try to go out together and have dinner together, and we would just go to a restaurant, and I would sometimes like bring my tarot cards, and after dinner we clear the table, I put a tablecloth on and we do some cards. It's fun, right? That dynamic of, you know, you and 2 of your besties. I haven't been able to do that. I saw them like the middle of February. That's 3 months. I haven't seen them since then. I've texted them, talked to them, but it's not the same. In the 5 of Cups, it feels like, you know, many missed opportunities. It really does, right? It feels like many missed opportunities here with friends. Because friendship, I'm getting that. Friendship is hot and spicy, and absolutely is. It is an aspect of hot and spicy in life that I would agree with you that we're missing out on, is that friendship and giving a hug. I love hugging my girlfriends. Can't hug anybody anymore. I don't know. Are you the same way, Scorpio? You guys love to, yeah, my Scorpio friends will squeeze me to death with a hug. It's the best hug ever. 8 of Swords and 4 of Swords. I don't know what to say, guys. We just need to hug each other and say it's going to be better. The 8 of Swords, like, you can't move here. You are just like, you stay. Don't move. It's very dangerous out there. Don't go out. Like, does that not feel very confined, that 8 of Swords? That is really confined. I mean, there's swords coming through that coffin. Oh, that's not a coffin because it's bigger. What is that called? That's the Egyptian, no, it's not an esophagus. That's your throat. But it sounds like that. You know what I mean? What the heck is that? A coffin? No. A coffin? What is that called? What is that called? I'm not getting it now. I know someone will put it in the comments. You guys are always great with that. But yeah, it's that. But then there's a little one inside. I wonder why there's a little one inside. Like, you know, like those nested dolls. But there's only one more. I don't have my glasses, but I only see one inside. I'm going to pull cards on that. There's something else here that we have to explore that's inside. And it's interesting where it sits, because it sits below any of the chakras. It's like down in the legs. Maybe this need to move, this need to physically move, is another aspect of your persona. Now, you are the only sign that is ruled by 2 planets, right? It's Pluto, right? And Mars. Where are you on my little list here? Yeah, it is. It's Pluto and Mars, water and fire. Oh, see, now the little one has a blindfold and the big one doesn't. Look at that. Can you see it? Is it close enough? I know it's really tiny. But the little one has a blindfold. I'm really intrigued by that. Look at the heck. And 4 of Swords as well. This is a time to rest and recover. You're not going anywhere. But look at, she's just watching the clock, man. It's like time feels like it's standing still. Does it feel like it's standing still? I realized something the other day. I thought, gosh, I haven't posted so much on Facebook since I was on maternity leave. Because I'm just like bored. Just bored, and you don't have anything to share with anybody, like face to face. Yeah, and I was talking to my son the other day. I said, do you know it's been like 2 months since you weren't in school? And he said, 2 months? I said, yeah, it doesn't feel like that long. But yet a month ago, it felt like it was 2 months. And now, it's like, has it really been that long? Like, it's weird. I don't know if it's just me, but it's this lack of concept of time. I have a little bit of it now that they do the homeschool. Without that, it just felt like every day was Saturday, no? I'm like, what day is it? I don't know. But time is standing still, but yet there's a clock behind her indicating to me that, you know, the one that you watch doesn't move. It's like a watched pot never boils. If you're watching the clock, it's just the slowest darn thing ever. But there's one behind her that she doesn't see, and that's the one that's moving. To me, that's how it would be. Because the one that you're watching, you can't see that. It's so slow. It takes forever. And maybe it's that concept of time too. And okay, shovel some cards here. This is turning into like more of like a deep philosophical reading than a hot and spicy. That's okay. Let's see where it goes. But even that's sexy too, right? Or maybe that's just my Gemini mind. Is like the philosophical, like the mind is the sexiest part of us, is your mind, right? That's your hot and spicy. But you have a lot of cups here. So your heart, Scorpio, wants to have fun again. I really feel that. So the Eight of Swords, what is this little tiny sarcophagus? I'm trying to say that. I'm going to look it up. It's driving me crazy. What that is, the Egyptian coffin. I know you guys already know what it is, and you're thinking we have to sit. You can skip through, you know. You can. Why is it not? It's just coming up as a coffin. No, it's called something else. Oh no, there it is. What is the difference between a coffin and a sarcophagus? See, I tried to say esophagus, but no, it wasn't right. Sarcophagus is that coffin is an oblong closed box in which a dead person is buried, while sarcophagus is a stone coffin often inscribed or decorated with sculpture. Oh, stone. But that's what that looks like, right? There's some sort of ancient wisdom thing going on with you. Let's look into this. This reading is taking a turn here. Yeah, I want to know more about the sarcophagus that you're sitting in. You're learning about something here. This is a period for you, okay? I know. Why does it say 4 minutes? Why is it flashing? What's going on? Something's going on with my camera. I have to figure it out quick. Uh-oh. Oh no! I didn't format the card. Oh shit. This might be a two-parter. So it's running out. There's something that you're learning here. Oh, you're learning about your happiness. You're learning 3 minutes. I've never had this countdown before. What have I done to myself? You're learning about your happiness. You know what this is inside yourself. Yeah, this is going to be a two-parter because I can't be rushed by this time counting down. Oh my gosh, isn't that weird that this is happening and we're talking about the clocks? This has never happened before, that I forgot to format the card before putting it in. So there's already too many readings on there that I don't need. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to do, where's my other card? Yeah, so there's just, for you, it's going to only be a little blip. And then we're going to be right back in it, okay? Because it's too distracting watching this thing flash and count down. Count down. There's something going on here with this sarcophagus with you, Scorpio. There's something being reborn within you here. There's just an opportunity. There's a reason you guys are in lockdown, Scorpio. There's something going on, all right? So just, it's going to be like a little blip for you and you're going to be right back in it, okay? Okay, I'm back, Scorpio. Okay, it was perfect because I had like another 64 megapixel, gigapixel, I don't know what it is, a 64 card to put in. I formatted it, so it was hardly any downtime for me. Let's get back into this because this is interesting. This reading is going somewhere else for you, and you know, I don't want to push it to something. Just because I had a plan doesn't mean, sorry, I drink of water and now I'm talking moistly. This sarcophagus, you are getting ready to hatch into something here. There's something here significant. As antsy as you might be, this is a very significant time for Scorpionic energy. Yeah, because it's all about death and rebirth. Oh, yeah, but Scorpio is like that cycle card. Gosh, this Eight of Swords, like looking at this as a sarcophagus feels so much like Scorpio energy. There's something growing inside you. It sounds so odd, doesn't it? And I think that's why it's down at the bottom, because it's kind of starting at the base of the foot, and it's going to become you almost like a cocoon, because it's stronger and it's more protective than a regular coffin. It's not something that you can come out of when you want to. It's like that to protect you. So I'm trying to think, the whole reason for the sarcophagus was because there was precious something inside. It was obviously the body of the noble or the prince or the queen or the king or whatever it was. And the things, often the things that they possessed and wanted to take into the next life with them, or the afterlife, right? But there was, you know, people that would break into the graves and try to steal these. But obviously, it was so easy to break into a wooden coffin, but a sarcophagus would be much harder to break into. So it's protecting you from the outside, right? So this is a time to protect you from the outside world so that there can be nothing stolen from you, which is your process here. Your process here. Nothing stolen from you in your process, because you are learning about happiness. You are learning about self-independence here. Oh yeah, shoot. Right? Because this is what we want. You and your Aries friends, we want to go out and have fun together. No, 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 no. There'll be none of that. There'll be none of that. You have to learn about it for yourself, which is, yes, that's been a process. I will admit to that. Yeah. You have to figure out how to entertain yourself here. You have to figure out how to entertain yourself, how to find happiness in yourself. And that is one of the most important lessons in life. Because when you are truly happy on your own, you don't need anyone else for your happiness. You would like to share your happiness with others, but you don't need someone to be happy. So there you go. That's what was trying to come through there. But there's been some stuff though going on that, like, because these swords have broken through the sarcophagus. 3 of them have broken through, but they haven't touched you. You may have been affected by what's going on, like a little more directly than, you know, some people that you may know. Like, you may know people personally who have been sick with the virus, or who may have even passed away from the virus. There's at least 3 things that have happened or will happen during this time. But the important message is to know that you are protected. You are protected. So no matter what's happening, you are protected. So don't worry. This is an important journey here for you. Very important. The 10 of Wands, that was not good. That needed to be dropped. It's on fire, but you're protected. It's almost as if there's some sort of fire retardant on this dress, keeping it from hitting your body until you finally wake up and say, oh, that's not so good for me anymore. That's not so good for me anymore. And if it's not good for you, it's not good for anybody else in this situation. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands for Scorpio. Ooh, the King of Wands. You may have been dealing with a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius here. It's fire. Fire, fire, fire. You may have had to have ended something with a fire sign, or you're ending something to move towards a fire sign. Give us more information about this King of Wands. You want, it looks like, I'm going to say what you want. It looks like you want some sort of balance here with the King of Wands, but it is slow. Well, yeah, we have the Prince of Pentacles, which is like this Knight of Pentacles, right? It's already here in your reading, that energy. But that's not what you're supposed to have right now. It's like Spirit is shutting down my whole hot and spicy. Like, no, Cindy, no. Because I tried that. There was a couple other ones, and they're like, no, they have to work on their relationship, or they have to do this before they can get to the hot and spicy. So you are protected right now. Perhaps even, maybe even if your King of Wands is reaching out, but there's something you feel like for yourself that this is not the time, because it's very important that you go through this process. Swords are about like the mind, the intellect, communication. And if there's 3 swords coming through the sarcophagus, it may be points of communication. But no, this is important because at this time right now, you are learning. You are learning about you being happy without needing any outside influence. But yet you are watching the clock. Let's look at your 3 of Cups. It's here twice. One is Alice in Wonderland with the kitty cat and the bunnies. It's pretty cute. And then the other one is, like I said, the naked ladies with the cups, the golden cups. The golden cup, but there's cakes. Alice in Wonderland, she's in the forest. It is right, like the Mad Hatter. Quite interesting. There is a fine line between sanity and insanity, isn't there? And maybe at some point you're kind of feeling like you're walking it, you know, like being cooped up, or you might be discovering things about yourself right now too that might seem unreal. You might be discovering abilities, talents, gifts that you have that you didn't really realize you had that are opening up now too. And that can seem very unreal. That can be like taking you down a rabbit hole. Because you're learning about your happiness, and through learning about your happiness, you're learning really about the real you. And boy, that's a rabbit hole, I'll tell you. That is a rabbit hole in itself. Let's look at this Alice in Wonderland 3 of Cups. With a lion, building your strength. There's that Leo energy. King of Wands and the Strength card. Leo, Leo, Leo. I want to know more about this 3 of Cups. Three of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and the Death card, Scorpio. Threes, threes, threes. You know, I get this, but I feel like you guys have passed this point. Like I'm calling this like a timeline where you have the 2 of Wands, the Prince of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups, and then this 8 of Swords, the sarcophagus. I feel a lot like you guys are at the sarcophagus point in this reading. So looking back at this 3 of Cups, it looks like you really wanted something in the past and you were trying to work towards it in a way that you would have before. But you've learned so much about yourself, it's going to change how you work towards things. The 5 of Cups is underneath another 3 of Cups here. The Hierophant has come out. Now, Taurus energy. That's a deeper spirit. Yeah, see? Like it's become this disappointment or feeling like a missed opportunity in happiness and celebration and a good time and joy, collaboration. This disappointment in all of that is almost here to say it's for higher good. It's for a higher purpose for you. It's for you having a deeper spiritual connection with yourself and others. It's for you having a better life experience, really, because having all of that is what gets you to this 9 of Cups, this happy, you know, self-driven joy. I have to say, I think yours is one of my favorites. Sweet. It wasn't the hot and spicy that I expected, but I think it's pretty good. You're definitely opening up some gifts here. I'm getting that. Your life has gone down into a bit of a rabbit hole. Maybe some of you have gone down rabbit holes like, you know, looking up all sorts of different conspiracy theories and ideas. I would suggest, though, to focus more of that rabbit hole research on yourself. That's the one truth you will always know. That is the one truth you will always know, is the rabbit hole for yourself. The 4 of Swords, you're watching that clock. Oh, with a star. You know, you might be hatching out into this too. Because you're hatching out into something after the sarcophagus. The star is Aquarian energy. Balanced emotions. Getting ready to make wishes that are going to come true. Something that you truly desire here. Your heart's wish. The Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands feel very connected. The Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands, you could be dealing with someone who is younger than you with this Page of Wands. With the Queen of Swords, she came out in the same spot for Libra to clarify their underlying. Something has been cut out with this Ace of Wands. What's been cut out with the Ace of Wands? Or you've cut out this Ace of Wands. And the Chariot, this movement, you've cut it out. You've cut out this movement. You're recognizing what you need to go through right now. That this time really does need to be for you, and it can only be for you. The Page of Wands. Oh, where did one come out? Oh, that's interesting. The Five of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Justice card, and now the King of Swords. So the King and Queen of Swords are both sitting under these two underlines together. Some sort of a counterpart energy, a soulmate connection. So this Page of Wands was disappointment in the past, at least. Things didn't work out the way you want. Well, we have the Five of Cups here, yeah, but because it didn't work out, because you needed to go on, everybody really kind of needed to go on a deeper spiritual journey here. There's victory moving towards balance. Bringing balance towards karmic situations. I'm getting truth. Balance and justice coming towards what the truth will be at some point. Because you're looking for your own truth, right? You're going into what your own truth is. Gosh darn, this was at the bottom for Libra too when I was finished. The Seven of Wands. Being able to see up on the higher ground. Having a higher perspective, a better perspective. What things is it worth really being defensive in life about, and what things are not? That's an interesting one. There you go, Scorpio. That's pretty interesting. So there you are in the sarcophagus. What an interesting card. Yeah, I'll always look at that Eight of Swords in this deck as like Scorpio energy. I know it's a sword, but I don't care. It's just reeking of Scorpio energy. All right. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for being patient with that little malfunction in my memory cards. Until next time, guys, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.